All right, I think we are live. What's up, everyone? OJ here. Welcome to another PE podcast. Today is episode
24.
24. 24. 24 for everyone. We've got the usual crew. Outside of Mama Mercy, she's not here. But I found myself a wild Jordan. So, Jordan, how you doing today?
I'm sick. Hi, everybody. Sorry if I'm not crazy. It's
Yeah,
going to be a serious episode.
This is going to be a very serious. We talked about very serious things. Nintendo's making a super powerful extraterrestrial freaking going to destroy Xbox, the next Xbox and PlayStation 5. They're making this super powerful console. Dude. I cannot wait. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Coming.
It's coming. It's coming for you. It's coming. It's coming for you, Jordan friends. Not anybody else, but it's coming for you particularly.
Now I'm scared, man. I'm already worried about these Pokemon limited edition Switches. Not have to worry about a real next upgrade. Jeez.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna cause a lot of outrage, and then it's gonna sell like crazy, like the new Nintendo 3DS.
Of course it is.
Do you remember? I'm not sure if you were around like the internet then, but were you around the internet?
Oh, I've been around the internet for a long time, my friend. Yeah,
okay, I didn't know you were reporting back then. My bad.
I mean, I wasn't reporting, but I was in the loop. I knew everything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I remember that outrage. Like, these guys are called new, and it's like, why do I need it? And it's like it's gonna be. The thing is, you'll complain, you'll say whatever about it, but at the end of the day, you're gonna buy it because all your friends have it. You're like, but I want a more powerful Switch too.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into that. But anyway, shout outs to everybody who's here. Thank you guys for joining us for this illustrious podcast. Like I said, this is the serious podcast. We do have a list of topics that we're going to be going down. We're going to try to keep it to about an hour or so for all you Thursday night footballers, so myself included. So we're going to try to keep it to an hour. And keep it flowing, keep things flowing. Obviously, if you have questions, we'll try to answer those at the end, but always like in the podcast, we can't always answer everything unless, Shill Essence is about to start up here. You got a question, you can drop a donation and put the question in there. We'll read that right away. So Shill Essence in effect, by the way, guys. But no, we'll get to questions at the end because I see a lot of people asking random questions like during the podcast, and we can't always get to them because like we're in the middle of a topic. Whereas like PE Live, I can get to them like whenever because it's just like by myself and there's not really a time limit. Whereas here I have other people's time to consider as well. So
it's I mean, unless you're talking about
let me
your
chill.
football time.
Let me chill.
Yeah, you can chill all you want. I'm chilling. I got all night.
No, you're supposed to say, "Oh yeah, that makes sense, OJ. Yeah, that makes sense."
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Please pay us.
Yeah.
I mean, pay him. I don't see any return. I don't get it.
You're going to get 2.5%. How about that?
2.5%. Yes, did I get part of that Toby blaster?
No, you get none of those. Super chats.
I get this. Well, that's barely nothing. That means I get like 10 cents. Yay.
Split between you, me, and YouTube. We all just have a happy family and split it. Let's go.
I love when YouTube comes in to share with us.
You know what? The super chat system is so good. You know what I'm saying? It's like they did so much work.
It's literally the best system. Totally love it. It makes streaming so much better.
It's
100% serious. No sarcasm whatsoever, YouTube.
Oh my gosh, dude. And they'll totally talk like it's so great. They're like, we added new ways that we can take 30% from you guys. Like, they didn't say it that way, though, but that's what they should have said. But they're like, we added new ways to upgrade your streaming. I'm like, yeah. It's a great way to do it, YouTube.
Dude, honestly. That's how it's all run.
Shout outs to YouTube, by the way. Shout outs to YouTube. What's good,
yeah,
YouTube?
Yo, shout out to YouTube.
We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here without YouTube, right? I mean, what's Twitch?
I mean,
what is Twitch?
We'd be on some. If there was no YouTube, we'd be on some other site. If there was something, there'd be something like YouTube. We'd all be on like what, a Daily Motion, a Vimeo,
Vimeo,
MySpace video, whatever's out there.
MySpace, yo, shout outs to your Shill Essence in full effect. Sock Content says donated $2. Donated $2. Donated $2 and says give 75% of this donation to Jordan. Okay, 75% of the donation. So that's, what is that? It's $1.40 I get from that, right? $1.40, so 75% of that. So you're gonna get a few cents out of that, Jordan.
And the thing that's gonna happen is it's like I don't get the super chat money. I don't even get right away. He has to wait till he gets paid at the end of next month before I can even
2 months.
ask for that.
I think it's 2 months. 2 months behind for mine. For me. So
there we go. I ain't even getting paid until New Year, basically.
And then I gotta tax that too, by the way.
Oh, he's right. PayPal tax conversion because it's a lot. I'm literally gonna end up with 10 cents. But thank you so much.
Hey, bro, these California taxes, man. I just looked at my property tax. Bill, my guy. dude, it's included. Like my mom, I was scared. I was like, what? I got a bill for like $3,000, man. I was like, what the heck is this? Then my mom had to calm me down, dude. My mom had to calm. She's like, no, it's your FHA, first time home buyers. Like it's included in your mortgage. I was like, I was like freaking out, man. I was freaking out. These California property taxes, man. They trying to kill us out here.
I mean, you're choosing to live in Cali.
Man, I'm thinking about packing up and moving though.
Hey, come to Maryland. I mean, it's still expensive here, so maybe not.
Nah, I ain't going to. My sister used to live in Maryland. She told me how expensive it was.
Yeah, it can be pricey.
Yeah, I'd move somewhere like where's John lives? It's like they have like no state tax.
They live in Delaware, which is right next to me.
Is that expensive?
Delaware's cheaper, and it's a really small area, but it's cool. It's a lot of people retire there or have businesses out of there because the tax stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm literally like 35 minutes away from Delaware.
I was thinking about Michigan, man.
You gonna move to Michigan?
I was thinking about Michigan because Michigan, like from what Terminator Juice, who's another YouTuber, he says that it's super cheap there, like to live, like where he lives, like the suburbs and stuff like that around Michigan.
Who knows?
Yeah, man.
Stay and find out.
I don't know. Well, because my daughter's here, so I don't know if I can just pack up and move. Maybe when she's older. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna live in California forever. So we'll have to wait and see.
Just for now.
Yeah, for now. I'll stay in California, but maybe when she's older, maybe I'll move out. I'll move somewhere. But yeah, I can pack up and go anytime I want. So you know.
Yeah, that's the benefit. Your job is wherever you are.
Yeah, exactly. Pack up and go. Sell my house. Get out of here. All right. So shout outs to Zombie Killer as well. Zombie Killer Worlds with the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. Welcome.
I think that's a Fringe fam, right?
Is that a Fringe fam? Shout outs to the Fringe fam. What's good?
The fam's always coming through.
The fam's coming through, man. The fam's especially because Jordan, he's sick right now. If you guys are wondering Jordan's why he's not typical Jordan, you know.
Con flu.
By the way, Jordan, real quick, your name reminds me of Michael Jordan, and that's my favorite athlete of all time.
You know what's funny? My middle name is Michael, and I was named after Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Can you dunk?
Yeah. I can't dunk, but I'm not bad at basketball.
Can you stick out your tongue?
Yeah, like this.
No, that's not Jordan. Jordan had a freaking like frog.
I don't have
something, dude.
I don't have that long of a tongue.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm also white, so there's also.
Well, wait a minute.
I can't.
We didn't have to go all the way there.
I mean, we kind of gotta go there.
No, we don't have to go there.
You don't name a white boy after one of the greatest basketball players. Like it kind of feels like it's a disservice. Like, what am I doing in life?
What does it matter?
Like, I ain't no basketball player. I ain't winning championships.
But there's lots of white guys that are Larry Bird.
Yeah, but if I was named after Larry Bird, that'd be a different thing. If I was also good at basketball,
we're all human beings here, okay? It's not about your color of your skin. It's about the effort, you know? Destined for greatness. I think that's what your parents meant.
Then why'd they switch the names? Why am I Jordan Michael?
Because it's too obvious if you do it the other way. And then also, you're going to get... They did a good job, dude, because you're going to get hounded your whole life. Like, you know how many other people that are named Michael Jordan, then, like, people expect something, and then it's that? You know?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, and then he turned into something.
But he's still ain't on Jordan
Michael,
level,
and now I'm just like, well, still here. Just hanging out.
But he still ain't on Jordan's level, though. And you have a Reptar shirt on. That's
I have a Reptar shirt and a kitty cat mug, drinking tea to make my throat feel better. I'm winning, guys. I'm out here. Man. I'm living the best life I could be living right now.
Listen, man. At least you're not doing crazy things out there. Look, there's more to success than being there's more to success than being as rich and as famous as Michael Jordan, okay? You don't
I have an extensive mug collection. This is my owl. That's not even Christmas, and that's a day-old coffee. That's disgusting.
We're really convincing people here. But you said that you can play basketball, so...
I can, a little bit. I'm not bad. I've also, to be fair, it's not like I've played in like the last 2 years or anything, but I played a lot in high school and a little bit after with friends.
Okay. Well, how tall are you? Are you a tall guy?
I'm 6 foot.
Oh, so you're fairly tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can hoop, man. You got the height. You can shoot a little bit.
I got ups.
You can jump?
I could jump. I mean, well, when I was a little less weight, I could jump higher. So if I dropped the pounds, I could probably still jump.
But you can still jump. But you can like, if people saw you and like you went out and jumped, they'd be like, oh wow, I didn't think you could jump that high. Like even at this point, right?
Yeah, because I used to skateboard and I was pretty good at ollieing really high up.
Yeah. Skateboarding will do it, man. That will get your calf muscles ready to
I have
go.
never lost the one muscle I've never lost in my calf muscles for some reason.
Yeah, I
They're
got
always
calves too.
there.
'Cause I used to skate as well, man.
Dude, I miss those
Yeah,
days.
yeah. I used to think that I was gonna be like Tony Hawk, man.
I
Or
think we all did. I think all was like, we're gonna be something. We're gonna get sponsored by local skate shop and go to
yeah,
skate competitions. Then like
yeah.
you get hurt yourself a few too many times, and then life gets busy, and you're like, oh, that's just unrealistic for me.
Yeah, it's like I think even being a pro skater is more unrealistic than being a pro athlete, like a football player or a basketball player. You know, I think it's even more unrealistic than that.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
it's hard.
It's super
It's
hard. Like it's extremely hard to be a pro skater. Like I think it's harder than a football player because there's more positions, there's more spots. You know, how many pro skaters?
Yeah.
How many pro skaters are there? There's got to be less than like 1,000, right? 2,000 pro
Oh,
skaters.
no, just not even that many. Like
Yeah.
there, I don't even know what like because there's also a fine line between like pro skater and like well known like sponsored skaters.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I can only name like a handful like pro skaters off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But like I've seen lists and lists of sponsored skaters, so I don't
Yeah.
even know how deep that category goes.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like football, I mean, if you make it to the NFL, there's like
I mean, how many people are on a team? How many teams are there? It adds up to
Yeah.
quite a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's more common to even be at this point like a pro like gamer. You know?
I mean, with the way the world works now.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I think we're done talking about that. You know what? The only thing I don't like is that I love Scottie Pippen. That's the number of likes that we have, 33. But it would be nice if we can get up a little bit higher than that, guys. So let's see if we can get up to 100. Let's see if we
Let's
can
go
get
back down to Michael Jordan. Let's hit that 20.
no, gonna remove the likes. No way, man. No way.
No, keep them going up. Let's get up to 100 as a minimum for this episode.
100. There's got to be 100.
There's 127 people watching with only 34 likes. Where y'all at?
Where y'all at, man? All right, so let's talk about this super powerful 10K switch. I want to get your thoughts on it, Jordan, because like I don't know like what like this was breaking news. As literally like I was like
At 1:30 in the morning my time, I saw all the videos pop up, man.
Yeah, man. I was surprised these East Coast boys were up. It's like they have like a natural inclination. Like John was sleeping, and he just went like news.
I think I don't know who was first. I saw your live stream pop up first. I saw John's video later, and I got an alert on my phone like with Sean uploaded his. I was like, dang, something crazy's going on. And I looked into it. I watched all the vids and saw a part of your live stream. And I was like, I mean, it was about time. Like this has been a rumor for so long. Like, is there or isn't there going to be a upgraded version? And I think seeing as how the other consoles had their like mid life cycle upgrades, I figured, I mean, obviously the Switch is going to get something. Yeah. And there's things like the Switch itself right now is great. It doesn't need to rely on the stuff that the Xbox or the PlayStation 4 have. But the fact that it is going to supposedly get a better upgrade to smart, you know, I would like a nicer screen that can do higher definition, maybe stretch the screen out to the full borders and not have that ugly border around it that it has now. I really dislike that. I feel like it's misleading when I look at it. I'm like, come on, you could fill the screen up a little bit more. I don't know. Make better revisions.
It's a 720p screen, maybe. Sorry to cut you off, but I think that's maybe because it's
no,
a 720p
you're fine.
Screen.
I just want to see the minimum upgrades that they need to do. So they can need to house games that can run bigger, like be like more powerful. So we don't have to have issues like with Assassin's Creed only be able to like be streamed to it. Like I want to see Assassin's Creed being able to be played on it.
Do you think that this system would be able to have the horsepower to do that? Because I think
I would hope so.
I think there's a split. Like the Wall Street Journal, like this kind of spawned a whole bunch of other people saying things. So I think there's even now like another split. This is almost like a mini AMD versus Nvidia thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's even a mini that where people are like AMD, where I was on that, and you know Dave, Super Metal Dave, and other people AMD, and then there's other people saying no, it's Nvidia. So it's almost causing like a little bit like people are talking about like Switch Pro, like oh this is gonna be a good step more powerful, and then you have people that are like, where I'm like okay, fool me once, you know what I'm saying? Shame on you, but fool me again. I'm not even waiting for the third time. You know, fool me again. Shame on me, you know? So I'm trying to stay a little bit more reserved because I was in the Polaris, camp and all that and got destroyed. So I'm not going to sit here and try to go wow out because the original story was that this was going to look like a slight upgrade. They just said they're not finalizing anything yet. They want to have a better display, but there was nothing in there saying that it was going to be a super powerful machine. And then once this thing dropped, that's when all of a sudden, I think somebody said that Rich has a video saying that he's got inside sources saying that it's going to be way more powerful. Dave's uploading a video, saying that it's going to be way more powerful. So now you have people that are saying, using the Wall Street Journal's article to spur how like say even more than what the Wall Street Journal said. So that's what I'm saying. Like I just don't want to jump the gun, you know? Like if it's more powerful,
Yeah.
that's great, but I just don't want to be on that end again saying, "Oh yeah, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be this." Although I'm pretty sure that I think it's going to be more of a slight upgrade because I want to be reserved. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going to buy this thing either way, you know. I don't mind. I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
being that I'm wrong, you know. So
Yeah, I mean, in my head, if they're going to make any changes to it in general, my thinking is why not just do as much as you can that's cost efficient to make it better. Like if you can make a better screen, do it. If you can make it more powerful, do it. If it's not affordable and it's going to make the system cost $100, $200 more, then obviously that's something to be like, all right, we need to figure out and wait until we can make that cheaper. If it's just a slight upgrade, it's a slight upgrade, then whatever. But I'm hoping there's something a little bit more here to it that's not just like it looks the exact same, but the hardware is just a tad better. I'd rather if they're gonna do it, make it a little bit more powerful. Make the screen better. Like do something that you can do with it. Don't just because at that point, do you really need to buy? Like what difference are you gonna truly see besides maybe some games run a little bit better and maybe it can start playing certain games like Assassin's Creed. But like they also said that games are going to work on both of them is what we're hearing. So
yeah.
I don't think it would be something that would stop the other consoles. So that's where I'm like hesitant at. Like if it's something that if that could play Assassin's Creed and the other one can't, then I don't feel like it's going to be a major upgrade in the terms of the power in it. So I don't know. There's back and forth with it, and it's one of those things that's now just up in the air. Everyone has inside sources saying this or that, and the thing with inside sources is sometimes they're wrong. Even if it's a reliable person who's told you many things before or is literally on the project, there's stuff that you're going to be told that's could be end up wrong. And I've seen it happen before. So take everything with a grain of salt. Have fun in your speculations, but just don't hype up yourself too much for what something could be that it may not. So
exactly. That's what I was saying. And you know, I did a separate video which was supposed to go up at 3 a.m. But you know, when you schedule a post that sets it out for a day later, and I set the post for 3 a.m. and I ended up falling asleep. And then I woke up and it was like around 9 something a.m. and I was like, oh, nobody watched the video. Oh, that's because I set it for October 5th at 3 a.m. instead of 3 a.m. October 4th. So I was like, whatever. And I uploaded a Fire Emblem video and that video just went up. Then I uploaded I was like, I'm just going to set the post to go live. So anyway, I was supposed to get that a while ago. So I uploaded like a, you know, let's not go overboard with this. Like, I think it's a slight upgrade. I'll have, if it's more than that, then that's fine. I don't have a problem, you know, admitting I was wrong if it's that. But like I said, I don't want to do the same thing that I did back in 2000 or, you know, 2016, where I'm out here saying, oh yeah, it's going to be this, or I think I believe this rumor, this, based on the information that we have from the Wall Street Journal, which spurned all of this or which started all this. They didn't make it seem to be like it's going to be some type of huge, you know, upgrade or anything like that. So that's the reason why I have the mindset that I have. It's not because of anything else or what I think or not. Like I felt that Nintendo could do a revision. I talked about this weeks ago because this kind of sprung up a little bit a few weeks ago or a couple months ago about a revised Switch. The initial rumors. This is just the first, like, I guess, real credible source to kind of put it out there. So I talked about it then, and I said in that video, I was like, yeah, I think Nintendo could do something. Maybe it's 2020 if it's going to be a more powerful system. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards it's more of a revision. Like maybe even it's a better revision that they've done before.
yeah,
Maybe it's a little bit stronger than what they've done before. But I just don't think they're going to try to split their base to where, okay, only Assassin's Creed Odyssey or, you know, Call of Duty can only be played on this Switch but can't be played on the other Switch. I don't think that's I mean, like, we don't have PS4 Pro, even though PS4 Pro's pretty good step above PlayStation 4, right? And so is Xbox One.
yeah, it's definitely a lot more powerful versions of them and can run things better and has 4K support.
Yeah.
But that also has its own issues. Like I don't think even Assassin's Creed is going to run well even on the streaming. Besides the streaming, if they had like a direct cart or anything, it wouldn't run well on the Switch. I've been playing the game. I got it on Tuesday. The game is fine so far. The load times are atrocious. Like I'm talking minutes between cutscenes, minutes between loading after you die. It's bad, and the Switch could definitely not run it if a PlayStation 4 Pro is having problems running it.
Well, the only thing would be load times it's a couple different things with load times. So Switch runs off of cartridges, which is solid state, which is a lot faster. So
Right.
if they were able to put it on the Switch, I mean, obviously the textures would be lower, foliage, all that stuff. So technically, it might be able to load faster, but obviously
Possibly.
it's not gonna look anywhere near as good. The disc drives are slow. That's the biggest problem with disc drives, that they're slow. Solid state media is a lot faster
Right.
than disc drives. But I see what you're saying. I think what you're talking about in terms of the overall scope and scale of the game, maybe. And like
Yeah.
what they're trying to do with it there, they'd have to obviously make it a very kind of like a. They probably have to do quite a number of revisions and like.
It would
Switch it
be a
up. Yeah.
scaled down
Definitely,
version.
but so is like Warframe. You know, like Warframe on the
Sure.
PC compared to Switch is obviously there's a pretty big downscale. You know,
Yeah, but in a lot of cases, like I don't mind it because when you're playing in like handheld mode, which is usually how I play my Switch anyway, uh, you don't notice the graphics that much. Like if I was playing Assassin's Creed on PlayStation and then I switched to playing it on the Switch, I would notice a difference. But if I never played the PlayStation version, or there was like a huge gap in between it and then I played it on my Switch, I'm not gonna see a difference in the quality when playing it in handheld mode. It's just there's always going to be those downgrades there. But like I still think Nintendo, like with the main party games, any Mario game they've done, even how good Super Mario Party looks and all that stuff, like the graphics are still incredible for what they've been able to do with their own properties. So it's good that they do have third party support coming over, and some of them do have to be dumbed down in terms of graphics or like draw distance or whatever it may be. But it's some of it's really not noticeable. Like, did anyone really complain about Doom on the Switch?
yeah, people did.
Oh, well, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, people. Well, it was mainly PC elitists though.
Oh,
So I
okay,
mean,
that makes sense. They'll complain about anyone who has a console then. That's
yeah,
fine.
they complained about it. It was mainly like PC elitists, people that are like hardcore into PC. But like most console players, I mean, we're just kind of like, okay, well, yeah, the frame rate's lower, but like, you know, at least it's coming, you know. So,
Mhm.
so I mean, but yeah. But like I said, do we count PC elitists here on Player Sense? Nope.
No.
No, we don't. Shout outs to Alex Vander 10. Is that a Friends fan?
I don't. Not off the top of my head, I don't recognize the name.
Okay,
So,
well,
man, I think that's just all you.
all
That's
right,
that's
man.
the.
That is the Ninja Village. All right.
Yep.
Shout outs.
Absolutely.
Guys, give some love to Alex Vander hitting us. Alex Vander 10 hitting us with that subscription. Appreciate that. Because YouTube, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Although it's getting a little bit better now. I think maybe I just need to make better videos. Like I think I was like, what? Why are people
Yeah,
watching?
get better.
I think I make better videos because now people are watching again. So it's like my Fire Emblem videos. Like, man, nobody's gonna watch this crap. I'm gonna have like 500 views on this, and then like, no, people like over 1,000. I'm like, okay, so people are watching. I just got to talk about more stuff that people like. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah, Fire Emblem, Pokemon,
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros. You good?
Yeah. You know, when Smash comes out, I'm gonna become a streamer. You guys just let you guys know. You guys are still gonna get your videos and all that, but I'm literally gonna be streaming almost 8 hours a day when Smash comes out. So, but I'm gonna be doing videos too. But I'm also gonna be streaming a lot as well. So,
Have fun with that.
Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime.
Twitch, dude, dude. I'll announce it here publicly. When I come back to streaming, I'm moving to Twitch.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have talked with a few people, couple conversations with Twitch itself. So I'll be moving to Twitch.
They're making a big push to get like the people that are like in the the thousands, like the 20,000. Like they want to get us. Yeah,
They pulled over my friends and gave them immediate partnership.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking with them to see what we can set up.
I talked to a lady. They offered me immediate partnership as well. Like they're trying to get us while we're young, like how like I used to work for Fresno State too at a time, and like we would invite the kids all the time, we'd invite the kids. We'd invite the 5-year, like the 6-year-old Pee Wee football players. We'd invite like the 12-year-olds. We'd invite all the young ones. Okay, you guys, they come over to Fresno State. Like we'll buy you guys pizza. You get them while they're young, get them while they're young.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do here because they see the value in that. Whereas YouTube, I don't think YouTube's doing a good enough job, man. They're gonna lose a lot of the talent.
I mean,
Lose a lot of the talent.
YouTube has it like set up, but it's not that great. Like it's very bare bones when you really look at everything that they offer and what they can do. So,
well, the problem is that their algorithm.
I mean, absolutely, that's an even bigger problem.
You're not rewarded for consistent. I mean, they try to tell you that you're rewarded for consistent uploads and stuff, but you're really not.
You ain't rewarded for jack, dude. Like you don't get rewarded on this website. You know where you get rewarded? If you get 100,000 subs or 1,000,000 subs or 10 million, and they give you a plaque. That's your rewards on YouTube. That's it. You don't get. They don't give you anything. They don't pat you on the back. they'll send you a fake email or like in that text when you get your plaque saying, wow, you have as many subs as the state of whatever state this is. That's pretty crazy. And you did it all on your own. Haha, good job. Thanks for all the money from the super chats. And that's it. You pay to be on this site. Don't think for a second that you're not paying to be on this website. They take all the money they can from you.
And also the media networks, they give a cut, to YouTube as well. So
yeah.
So it's funny because like I forgot who it was, but there was a guy who's a YouTube tutorial guy, Roberto Blake, and he was like, he put out an idea. Like, I like him, but he put out an idea like, oh, well, what if we have to pay YouTube to use the site? I'm like, but we already do. I'm like,
yeah, they already take money out of before, even if you have an MCN, whatever money you would get anyway already has a percentage taken out of it.
Yeah.
Then the MCN, if you have one, takes 10 to 20% depending on your deal off the top.
Yeah.
So whatever you see in your analytics on YouTube, your personal stuff, whatever number you see, whatever money it says you've earned for the month, that's already accounting for money they've taken out. Exactly. They're not showing you what your channel really made because they actually already take that chunk and say, well, we're not going to count it because it's ours, it's in our pocket.
Yeah.
So you're not seeing the real amount, which is fine if you're making a lot. It really doesn't matter. But obviously at a smaller size, you're like, I mean, it matters, but it's YouTube. What can you do? You pay to be here.
Yeah. So
it's a pay to win. It's a freemium site.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely like free to start, but not really.
Yeah. Plus, I do pay. I pay the $9.99 a month for YouTube Red.
There you go. Well, that's a membership.
But that helps other creators, and I don't have to watch ads, and I think that's a better deal.
Yeah.
And like I can also watch on my iPhone and then like turn off the screen and still hear it play, which is a very useful feature. So yeah, I like stuff like that.
Let's talk a little bit more about this Switch things. I think people probably want to spend a little more time. I saw some people talking about different type of things here in the chat. So like, yeah, we'll talk about Rich. Shout outs to Rich from Review Tech, man. Apparently, he was saying that he's got some pretty rock solid sources that this is going to be a more powerful, Switch. Like I said before, guys, and I'll say it again. Like, I have some people trying to call me out on, like, always on Twitter, man. Jesus Christ, dude. I can't say a single thing. Like, I have videos for you guys to watch. The people that don't like, can you at least watch my video before you tell me that I say something or I do? I'm begging you guys to at least watch the video. If I contradict myself, then just put the video and I'll apologize, okay? But at least just watch my videos before you call me out or before you try to tag me into some nonsense, okay? Just watch my video. Like, guys, I don't think that, like, this thing, like, I could be wrong. I said, even with my video, you never know. I don't think that this is going to be like some type of huge, upgrade. But if Rich is right or if Dave is right, that's fine. Like, at the end of the day, your boy's going out there and copying it. Like, it's not even like a question here. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's no like, oh my gosh, it's good. It's like, you're either with us or against us. Like, that's what people are trying to do this as like an AMD versus, I'm not getting into this whole AMD versus NVIDIA thing, okay? I'm not falling into this trap. It's a trap.
Oh yeah.
It's a trap, and I'm not falling into it. I personally feel it's going to be a slight upgrade. I personally feel, because that's just what I think. But I could be wrong. Like, I'm not falling into this again, guys. You guys trying to pull me into it. I know you guys on Twitter trying to. These people on Twitter, man. I swear, you guys need to stop. Calm down. Okay, there's one kid that needs to. Isn't like midterms coming up? There's one kid that won't shut up and stop. Like, isn't midterms like who's still in school? Don't you guys have midterms coming up? Y'all here worrying about the Switch Pro? There's midterms.
Yeah, do school. Well, would it be didn't school just start up technically like
September,
a few weeks
right?
ago?
September, October. Midterms are coming up, right? The end of October, because December is.
I've been out of school so long, I don't remember.
Christmas break.
Probably. So I still got a little time. You haven't
been out of school for so long, you liar. What are you talking? You're 24.
Yeah, I've been out of school for 6 years.
It's not a long time.
That's a long time. I forgot, dude. I forgot everything.
You can say you've been out of school for a long. You were in school in the 2010s. You were in school in 2012. You were freaking senior in 2012. Stop.
Barely.
You're a senior in 2012. You remember?
Yeah, but like barely. Like I'm barely in the 2010s.
Bro, you know when I was a senior? 2004.
Did you say 19?
You know when I was a senior in high school? Freaking 2004. That was going into my senior year. 2004.
And look at you now. Do you remember it all?
Look at you now. Yeah, I have no friends. All the people that I used to like don't like me. Like I have all these people calling me out. And yeah, I'm doing fantastic.
Amen. Thanks, YouTube. We killing it out here.
Yeah, we killing out here, man. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. You have anything else to say about this?
I don't know. I probably won't even like. I'm not worried about it until it's like official. I think it's no problem to speculate. That's fine. Like I'm doing it too. But I think people need to. Some people take it to too much extremes. Like it's gonna be this for sure. It's gonna be that for sure. Like keep just.
What do you personally believe? What do you honestly like from the Jordan like fringe heart? You know, what do you personally like? Gut instinct. Like if Spyro was to come and say, "I'm going to punch or burn you to a crisp," if you don't tell me what you personally think this is going to be, what is your personal gut Spyro feeling?
I think it's gonna be my gut. My gut says that it's not gonna be anything too massive, but like my other gut, my second gut, it's next to the other gut, is saying that it's gonna be a redesign of some sorts, like a little bit more added to it, like the better screen, like kind of like even if it's like as dumb as like with the Game Boy Advanced SP, where like there's the regular model and there's the other model that came out later with the better screen,
backlight.
Yeah, but it was the same exact thing.
Yeah,
that's what I would feel like. It
that was a big deal back then, though.
It was a big deal, but like. I mean, it only felt like a status. It was like, oh, you don't have the better backlighting screen,
but the clamshell design, it was just like smooth.
Oh, that thing was great. I love it. I had a red one. I still have my red one. That red, it's nice, fire, beautiful. Love it.
Yeah,
one of my favorite consoles.
I had the NES. You know, there was an NES one. I have that one.
I know. I love that one. That's one I definitely want. Dude, I want to collect. There's so many of them to collect though, but there's so many different Pokemon faceplate ones that I want, and some of them are like. Only at like Seattle's Redmond office or for Nintendo, like they have it in their wall in there, and I'm like, can I steal it? Can I just have it?
Solid it? Yeah.
Dude, I could.
Shout outs to K19 because we chilling here, so I'll read off his comment. $2 donation from the French fam says new Switch. Didn't we hear this the same year the Switch came out? Usually the revisions of the Nintendo consoles don't affect the previous version. I'll see what they bring, and I might get it. So,
yeah, I mean that's another good point too. But I also do think since we're in it's similar to like the other consoles' lifestyles, like our lifelines or whatever, lifespans. We saw like it took 2.5 to 3 years before we started getting the revisions of the PlayStation and the Xbox, and now by the time this is slated to come out, late next year, right? That would be about 2.5 years. 2.5 years, yeah. And like to me, that makes sense. It's like that's when you start looking into it. All the people have bought the Switch that are going to get the Switch for the most part. Aside from continued residual sales, the main chunk of it should have died down by then. So they would need something to continue to sell the same product. So I just think it's about time. They did it with the 3DS multiple times. So it just makes sense to me, honestly. So I mean, whatever it turns out being.
Shout outs to Twilly Darkness Dragon EO with the merch boys purchase. That Player Essence Ninja mug says support.
Ooh, mug boys.
Yeah, mug boys. Let's go.
We mugging. We mean mugging.
We mean mugging over here. Says support.
I'm not drinking that. That's disgusting.
What's in there?
The other cup with the owl is coffee from yesterday.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I've been sick. Don't judge me.
I wouldn't drink that.
I wouldn't. There's milk in there. That's gone bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Shout outs to Twilly Darkness. Says support. Good luck. Leaving to college soon. Shout outs to college boys over here.
College boys.
College boys. I was in college at one point, a long time ago.
Same for half a semester. Then I said nope.
Nope. I was in college. I graduated from Fresno State in 2010. So yeah, man. Congrats.
Oh, you weren't in school that long ago.
College, my boy.
Oh, but what did you take away from it?
Dude, it was I graduated from college Okay, longer than from when you graduated from high school. It was
Barely.
2 years. Wait,
Yeah,
2013,
barely.
2013, right?
2012.
2012. Okay, I graduated from college. College after
Yeah,
5 years in
barely.
2010. 2 years.
Easy.
Two full
Barely.
years. 2 full years.
Yeah, that ain't much.
2 full years.
You know what happens in 2 years? Not a whole lot.
A lot happens in 2 years. Okay, let me
I
tell you
mean,
something.
you ain't wrong.
I mean, my life 2 years ago was a lot different than my life right now. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Well, okay. Let's move on from this topic. We spent about a good 30 minutes on it. It's a good topic to have, though. Maybe we'll revisit it. Maybe we won't. Anyway, let me ask you. Let me ask you a question, Jordan, Mr. Jordan Fringe.
Okay, I like questions. I'm
Have
ready.
you ever played Quidditch?
In real life?
Yes.
Not in real life because I don't want to look pretty dumb. No offense to people who play Quidditch, but
See,
you
this
just,
is
you
the
just
this is
kinda
the problem I have when I have you on the podcast. You out here disrespecting
listen. If I ever saw
Quidditch
you playing
fans.
Quidditch, I'm not seeing. There's no problem being a Quidditch fan, or like doing it with video games or watching the movies. But like you out there playing Quidditch, like the people at Google do. Shout out to YouTube. Like on their campus, I'm gonna laugh at you because you just kind of look dumb riding around.
I'm not sure if this is appropriate for the podcast for you to be disrespecting Harry Potter and Quidditch fans like this, man.
I disrespected Harry Potter. I'm disrespected.
Quidditch is a big part of Harry Potter. Sorry to cut you off.
I'm talking about the people in real life playing Quidditch, like out on the fields, running around with a broom between their legs, throwing bug busters at each other and trying to catch the golden snitch.
It's good exercise.
But you still look pretty stupid. You know what's good exercise?
I think there's a lot of people that think that we look stupid doing this.
I'm not saying they're wrong. I mean, we do look stupid.
You look stupid.
Listen,
no, you look
in everyone's eyes, something looks stupid. And to me, when I see people playing Quidditch, no disrespect. Do what you want to do, man. World's free. But I'm still going to laugh when I see it because it just looks ridiculous. Just look at grown men with a broom between their legs running around playing a game that's born out of a fantasy book. It's pretty funny to me. I just think it's funny, man. I'd do the same thing if I saw LARPing in real life.
You're wearing a Reptar shirt. You have no room to talk.
Yeah, but I'm not out pretending I'm Reptar and
I
like
bet
destroying.
you pretend that you're Reptar at times.
Listen, and that's private time, but don't worry about that.
You can't wear a Reptar shirt and start talking about other people looking dumb.
Listen, I've been looking dumb for
Reptar
24
looks
years.
ridiculous.
Okay. What do you look like a high school football coach wearing that. You look like you're about to tell me, listen up, son, if you don't shape up, you're off the team. So he tells me before every podcast, OJ's like, when he kicked off the podcast, he starts daddying up and it's like, listen, son. You think I'm gonna listen, there's a reason I'm not in high school anymore. I don't need to take crap from the likes of you, sir.
Got roasted.
Coach Essence.
Okay, I'll shut up now. That was good.
So yeah, Quidditch be dumb.
Oh god. Okay. It's the last time I talk about one of Jordan's shirts.
We have fun here.
Crispy like high school football. Oh my god. Okay. Well, you got me. You got me. So anyway, Harry Potter. Let's get to the actual topic here.
Yeah.
We got kind of sidetracked. Let's get to the actual topic here. What was I talking about?
Harry
Quidditch.
Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah, Harry Potter. There's a Harry. Did you see the leak? You saw the leak, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to see the actual gameplay because it was taken down or whatever actually came out of it because all of it was like stricken down by copyright or pulled down.
Yeah.
So, but I heard about it, and I heard people are saying really good things about it, and that's kind of coming out of nowhere, like a legit full-fledged Harry Potter RPG.
Yeah.
Like that's dope because like I grew up playing a few of the Harry Potter games, and they're fun. They're charming.
Are they?
Some of
I've
them
never
are...
really played. Like I played the Deathly Hollows one, but like just for a little bit. I was at.
Oh, dude, you gotta go back. You gotta go back and play like the Chamber of Secrets on GameCube. Like that was like the fun stuff. Like
was
that.
it really good?
It's fun. It was the cartoonier version of it where it was still like whimsical and fun. When you get to like the Deathly Hallows ones or like the Goblet of Fire, they tried to make it a lot more realistic, which is fine. It's just it lost a bit of its charm, and just because like gameplay wasn't at where it needed to be yet for that to work. So now with technology today, I'd happily take a Harry Potter game
So
that
the
played
GameCube
good.
Harry Potter, because I'm not into Harry Potter at all. So like the GameCube Harry Potter, is it like let's say you don't follow the movies or you don't really know like the show? Is it still fun?
Yeah, no, it's fun. I think Chamber of Secrets is actually really great. It's a really
What's
good
what's
game on
what's
its
the type
own.
of, is it a third person like action adventure? Or?
Action adventure game. Yeah, I would put it that way. I would search up some gameplay. You could easily find it. But it's legit fun. It's a cute little game.
Because like the Deathly Hallows is like that's the game that I played it, and that's like a like I remember like I said I think I played it like a Blockbuster or Game Rush or whatever it was like back in the day like 20. I don't remember where but I know I played the game. I think.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like a Mass Effect almost style like cover shooter, you know?
Yeah, it's Harry. The other Harry Potter games are third person as well. When they got to the more realistic approach to it, when graphics were that way, they kind of made it feel more of like the closer up third person and made it more like a shooter, even though it's a wand. But there's a lot of charm to the old ones because it is an action adventure puzzle game. I guess there's shooting if you want it, like tricks, but it's not really like how you would experienced it in that game. So I would say look into it. It's a charming little game.
I'll look into it. I mean, I bet it's cheap online, right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I know,
bet
maybe.
I'll check it out
I
because
don't know.
I'm gonna be buying a GameCube and like capture software because I got to stream Buck Bumble next week.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey,
Yeah,
the anniversary was what, Saturday,
yeah.
Sunday?
Well,
Saturday.
because my boy Andre Wine, he $230 donation to have a Buck Bumble day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like just like stream it, get all the software, get everything you need, have a Buck Bumble day. Like take the
I
night.
would have done a Buck Bumble Day for 220.
You would have undercut me, dude.
I would have undercut you. Hey, donate less to me.
Yeah, yeah. But
I'll
so
Buck Bumble it up.
Andre hooked it up here, so we're gonna have that tomorrow. I think Wednesday night or something like that. So we're gonna have trivia, prizes, all that good stuff. So it's most of it's kind of going towards
Bumble
getting,
night.
yeah, Bumble night, man. Let's do it. I like Buck Bumble now. At this point, now I'm I'm a fan now. I'm shill essence in full effect. Your boy's got a shill essence with YouTube active wilding out. But anyway, let's talk more about this Harry Potter game.
What do you know about it? Like from what you got information on?
It looks like it's real. They like Gamatsu provided a fact sheet for the game. So they provided like actual details and facts. Like it's going to be like an open world action RPG, which it has me kind of interested. Like if it's a fun game, then I'll play it.
Yeah.
It's then I'll definitely play it if it's a fun game. But I'm not like, oh my gosh, like I was gonna say Buck Bumble. I'm not like, oh my gosh, like Stevie Richards or anything like that. Oh no, I'm not saying like I'm so excited for this and oh my gosh, I can't wait to play this Harry Potter game. Whatever. Like if it's okay, maybe I'll check it out. If it's not, then it's like whatever.
Now, if you do get it and you review it, can you make sure that you have a live action skit where you're playing Quidditch?
I'm trying to do more live action.
No,
skits.
you could be the coach of the Quidditch team.
Was he a brother?
No, I'm just saying you could be a coach because you look like one. It'd be perfect. You'd be like, let's get out there, get that snitch. Snitches get stitches.
Oh man, I thought he was a. I was like, there are no brothers in Harry
There's
Potter.
a couple.
Are there?
Maybe, I don't know. There has to be like at least one, like Star Wars, right? There has to be like at least one. I mean, now there's like two
in
in
Star Wars. They're always like the really cool dudes in Star Wars. Like, well, I don't know how many people like Finn, but Mace.
I liked
Windu,
Finn in the 7th movie.
Mace Windu, like he's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's Samuel L. Jackson. It's kind of hard not to be just
Yeah,
cool.
man.
He can literally just be hanging out and telling you like the story of how bottled waters came to be, and it would be cool.
I only like Finn though because he's like the pride of Nigeria, so I'm down for like the hometown like type hero type guy or, So I gotta like him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's like I gotta like him. It's required.
Was that a secret pun? FNs or butts, like FN 218, like his name FNs or
No,
butts?
it was actually no. I'm not into Star Wars at all, but I did.
Oh,
I
wow.
watched that one because he's in it.
Oh,
That's
so
the
you're
only-
completely lost.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You have no idea what's going on. Wow, space.
But you gotta support a fellow Nigerian. There's no.
Did you support Solo for Childish Gambino?
Is he Nigerian?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
So so you're separating all the brothers into own categories.
There's a distinct separatization of brothers. Yes,
So do you want to go see that piece of crap Pacific Rim sequel just for Finn?
I
You
did.
did see it?
Yes.
I'm sorry for you.
I
Jeez.
liked
At
it.
least go see him in a good movie like Detroit.
I support all of his. I support all of his movies.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Okay, I will.
All
Let me
right.
know. Let me know which ones he's actually. Because I don't follow movies, so I gotta wait till they're like I gotta like just see it by chance. I'm like, oh, it's that guy. It's him. I gotta go see it. That's literally how I do things. So anyway,
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this.
I mean,
So
I didn't even get to see the gameplay or whatever really got leaked.
I saw
I'm
it.
excited for it.
It
Like,
looked
I'm a
cool.
Harry Potter fan. I'm not like a oh my god, but I'm like yeah, I love Harry Potter. I grew up with it, so I'm down. I would love a good actual Harry Potter game. And also, can we get an HD remake of Chamber of Secrets?
Hmm.
Harry Potter
Who,
for Smash.
so I'm guessing since this is WB now owns the license for Harry Potter. So right.
They've always owned the license.
What about EA used to make the games though, right?
Uh,
EA made,
Possibly.
EA made the Deathly Hollows. EA made that one.
Okay, so then EA probably was making the games, but Warner Brothers always has owned Harry Potter.
That was before Warner Bros. Really got hardcore into kind of. Was that before they got really hardcore into games?
I
Like
think
their
so.
own
Warner
studios?
Brothers really didn't come around until what, Batman?
Yeah, it wasn't
So
until
like 2009.
yeah. So they were probably still getting things ready, like to. I'm not sure if they even had like the big, but even like Rocksteady, the people who develop Batman, is that owned by Warner Brothers?
I don't know if their company. I mean, I would assume just because like it's like a studio under them,
Yeah.
but maybe they're just a freelance studio that just that's
I don't
they
think
got.
they're indie. I don't think Rock. Because does anybody know in the chat if Rocksteady is an indie developer or not? I don't think they are. I think they're owned by Warner Brothers, but I'm not 100% sure
To
because
me,
like
that would make sense if they were.
because I mean they could be like people think that Insomniac is like owned by somebody like the people that made Spider-Man, but no, Insomniac is like a
They
gigantic.
might be
indie.
here soon. They might be here soon. Sony's making plays.
That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying
Sony's in
like
discussions, man.
this whole time that Insomniac's been making Ratchet and Clank, Sunset Overdrive, all these different games, everybody thinks that they're owned by somebody, but they're not. They're just a big old indie developer,
Yeah.
Or like even like Platinum Games. Like everybody thinks like, oh, Platinum Games, somebody owns them, right? No, nobody owns it. Nobody owns Platinum Games. They're indie too.
They can bounce around wherever they want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think Insomniac's gonna get bought after Spider-Man's success. They're gonna
The price is gonna be high. The price is gonna
Sony's
be
gonna cut up a huge check to make a sequel.
it's gonna be high. Well, I mean that's not. But if they make a sequel though,
That's not the only thing they're gonna do. I'm just saying Sony's gonna cut them a big check to work on IPs for them.
so like the pseudo second party.
Yeah, but I think what they're gonna try to do is make sure that they have no inkling of going back to Xbox because they talked recently about a Sunset Overdrive 2. I think they're trying to shut that down and be like,
Well,
hey, we're just gonna make you do stuff for us. Here's a bunch of money. You can't
And
refuse.
that's what all studios want, by the way. That's what all studios they want security. Because then you
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
like Telltale, or
Yeah.
Telltale or whatever they are.
And they were just like the other day, hey, can someone hire the rest of these people and we'll sell you the rights so you can make part 3 and 4?
Yeah.
They're just trying to get that put out there. That's a whole nother story with them.
Everyone's saying in the chat that Warner Bros. Or Warner Bros. Owns Rocksteady. So
that makes sense.
there you go. I think that like what they're gonna do here, maybe like with Spider-Man, kind of just get a little bit off topic. Like Nintendo doesn't own Next Level, but they have a long-term contract for Next Level to make games for them.
It could be something like that.
Yeah.
I know Insomniac's always like being independent, but I feel that they've always been at their best when they're focused on something.
I think they like being independent, but I think at the same time, like if the money was right, like if Sony comes and says, "Hey, here is we got I think Nintendo said like a 10-year contract back in the Wii U days, like Next Level signed like a 10-year contract or something like that to be with Nintendo. Yeah. Like they'll take the security, the financial security of, we're going to have, a place to work. We have plenty of money. Obviously our, the people that are been there, they get their cut, so I think they'll take that financial security. Like the gaming industry is so, you see what happens, like EA and all these companies.
The ball is completely in Insomniac's court how to play with the deal with how big Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
They could be like, yeah, you have to cut us a really expensive check, or we take a smaller deal up front, but we get way more on the back end for every sale of the game. Yeah. So the ball's in their court. Sony has no negotiation tactics at this point. They should have caught the deal before Spider-Man. They have the money to do it, but they waited till after Spider-Man to make a deal, and now that's a big hit. Yeah. So now it's like, oh, you want a sequel, huh?
I think both of them want to have a fair deal. I think they both.
Absolutely.
I think both because because like Insomniac, you want to go back to Sunset Overdrive? I don't think they. I mean, they would like to do Sunset Overdrive, but Sunset Overdrive doesn't pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like Sunset Overdrive doesn't pay the bills, whereas Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, those pay the bills. But Sunset Overdrive didn't pay you guys' bills. You know?
Ratchet and Clank's coming for the PlayStation 5 launch.
That'd be cool.
Hey, didn't hear it from me, but it's gonna happen.
That'd be cool. I mean,
That's my inside source. That's my secret inside source. Could they be right? Could they be wrong? I don't know.
So
I'm just letting you know.
They'd have to do Ratchet and Clank first, and then they'd have to do Spider-Man next. Then, because then Spider-Man.
The next, yeah. Well, I mean, Insomniac's way bigger than the team that worked on Spider-Man was not all of Insomniac. There was a team while that was being worked on that was already meeting in Japan. There's another team that was already meeting in Japan about the next PlayStation and Ratchet and Clank and some other stuff. So there's a whole bigger division that's working on that. Just saying, it's bigger than we think. We're gonna get a lot of Insomniac.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they're doing more hiring and everything after Spider-Man too. So.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm sure that if Sony buys them, they're gonna expand. They're gonna expand greatly.
Well, I mean, because like, you look at even like, let's just take from a smaller scale. You look at Monolith Soft. I mean, their games are selling, you know, with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they're selling like around 1.5, 2 million copies, and like they're expanding and hiring. They have multiple teams, and that's Monolith Soft. They didn't sell anywhere near as much as Spider-Man, so yeah, man. Right. Although it didn't cost anywhere near as much as Spider-Man either. So
right, yeah,
it doesn't cost anywhere near as much. They don't have to worry about Sony owns the Spider-Man movie license, so.
Spider-Man. I mean, Sony owns Spider-Man regardless, not the comics, but they own the rights to make decisions for video game licensing and for certain merchandise, I believe, but mainly it's maybe not merchandise. I think Marvel itself still owns that, but when it comes to movies, it's all them. Like they can choose whether or not they want to keep the deal with Spider-Man in the MCU right now or take him out of it. So. They own a lot of rights to Spider. That's why it's an exclusive.
Yeah,
they said no, we'll keep it on our console.
That's
Screw
fine.
you.
I have people who are butthurt, by the way. Go buy PS4. I mean,
yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I mean, you could be mad about it. You could just go buy a PS4 if you really want to play it that badly.
And look, and I get it, guys. Not everybody can afford to, but like I've said this I said this a million times. I really don't have sympathy for people who can't afford to get everything because my childhood was literally that for all the way till I could work. Your boy had to go to, Player One, which was a mom and pop shop. I had to play games there. I had friends. I mean, I'm not
like I got to keep my consoles. It's like, oh, I had an N64, but if I want that GameCube, I have to trade it in and trade all my games in to even afford half the price of a GameCube. Yeah. Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna get it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Every year, everyone got a PS2 for Christmas. I didn't.
Yeah, same thing. I had to wait. I was working at McDonald's, busting my butt. Working at McDonald's, had to go back, play Xenosaga and all the stuff that I missed and all that. Like, look, guys, this is a luxury. This is not your divine right. This is not manifest destiny or some type of weirdo type of, like, your ordained right to play video games. Like, it's really not. And I think that's what people, they have this thing that, oh, well, it has to be on what I want. No. No. Video games are a luxury.
Exclusives are healthy, though, too. Like, that's what sells consoles and it keeps the market, keeps going. Exclusives are necessary whether you feel like everything should be on everything or not. They're necessary for console sales, and it pushes the other console to make great games to sell that console. So,
because when I was a kid, there's so much stuff that I couldn't play. There's some
our family. I didn't have an original Xbox. I didn't have a Dreamcast. Yeah. I had lucky enough to have an NES and a SNES, mainly an N64 and a PlayStation 1. Eventually a GameCube and a PlayStation 2. And then by the time the next generation of stuff, like I didn't have an Xbox 360 until 2008 when I bought it myself. And then I got a PS3 2 years later. Like I was far behind on some of the other stuff, man. Nowadays I can afford it because I work, but like, you gotta wait till you can work. Yeah, you can work and make the money. Exactly.
The thing about it is that if you don't realize the struggle, then you don't appreciate it once you get there.
Oh yeah.
So the fact 100%. That like I that I struggled, that all of us did, it makes it so much sweeter now to see everybody's okay in my family, because we all struggled growing up a bit. Like we all had food to eat, but it wasn't like we had everything that we wanted. And now at this point, I mean, we don't have we don't want everything out there, but now like we're not we're not worried. We're not like, okay, like what's gonna happen or how much do I have? Like everybody's okay now. So that's the thing. You know, that's the thing that like if you don't appreciate, like I appreciate the struggle. Like even if I could change it, I wouldn't have changed my childhood. I would have kept it exactly like it is, because then those experiences of going to Player One, you know, and trying out those, the mystery of gaming was so much better than it is at this point. Now I have a bunch of games that are unplayed behind me. You know what I'm saying? Whereas back then it wasn't that. So I wouldn't even trade it in, even if I could say, okay, well your family had the money for everything. I'd be like, nope, let's just keep everything exactly how it was. You know, just keep everything exactly how it was. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next thing here. PS Network name changes. There's a rumor. Have you heard about this? Apparently, this is a big deal for some people, right?
I heard some rumblings of this, but I don't know much about it.
I'll read some more information, because this is actually the first time that I'm actually looking at this information. I just saw it and I thought maybe this would be a good topic, because apparently
for everyone.
People get upset about these things. Anyway, developers fixing bugs and tweaking settings to ensure compatibility. So there's a rumor. Shout outs to Gamatsu, says developers preparing for PlayStation Network username changes. Multiplayer game developers are preparing for PlayStation Network username changes to come soon. 3 people at different game studios have told Kotaku. Developers said that in recent months they have been fixing bugs and tweaking settings to ensure that their games are compatible with Sony's plans. A fourth person said it. They said the time frame for the feature implementation is unknown. The developers are suggesting that due to PlayStation Network usernames linking your account ID to your username rather than a universal unique identifier, retroactively fixing old multiplayer games might be time-consuming and difficult. So Sony did not respond for comment, which means this is true. Back at the PlayStation Experience 2017 in December, Sony's Sean Layden suggested that PlayStation Network username changes would be implemented by December 2018, saying in response to question about username changes, hopefully you won't have to ask me that question next PSX. So that's funny because they're not.
PSX canceled.
So now he's definitely not going to get that next question. There's no PSX.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Sorry, Ape Escape. Sorry, Medieval. You ain't getting shown off this year.
That's the funny thing. And then right after that, Gabatsu writes, Sony announced last week that PlayStation Experience will not be held in 2018. It's like they said it so calmly, like just to make sure they make a point about that.
Like, what does this really do? Like, what is this? Like, why should I be worried or happy or mad? Like what is it?
Well, because there's some people, and earmuffs for kids. There's some people that are like, I don't know, like booby slayer, you know, 25-0 or like.
Oh, like okay, I get what you mean.
Like some
names
stupid
that are pretty offensive names.
Yeah, like some people that are not dumb, like dumb, stupid people that decided to make a dumb username, you know, and like, oh, I need to change my name now, and I've grown up, you know, from the first one the PS3 first came out. I was 2 years old, or I was 7, and I made a stupid name. And now I'm like, I don't know how many. That's 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. PlayStation, 11. Now they're 17 or 18, or they're 20 something, or they're 30. You know, they were 20 back then. Now they're 30, and now they're like, oh man, I made a mistake. I need to change my username. You know, something like that. So
yeah,
that's basically what this is for. People who made mistakes. I don't know. I don't make mistakes when I make my usernames. I'm always fresh. OJ, let's go.
You know, I'm just me, dude. I'm just, straight, always chilling, man. I've never had a dumb username in my life.
We out here username hating. We out here shaming.
Username
shaming is like when they what do they say, like fat
if
shaming?
your username had an uppercase X, a lowercase X, an underscore, some dumb name in the middle, followed by an underscore, lowercase or big X, lowercase, either any of that order, and it was like Sniper Boy or like I killed you or anything like that. Dumb, hate you, don't ever play games with me.
Although I did have one stupid username before. I think when it was Madden, I was like called like the big X, small X, underscore, don't be tripping. That was like my Madden name. And then like I'm sorry. But I had to do it. Don't be tripping. Don't be tripping, cuz. That's what I used to say on people online when we had the PS2 headset, dude. They'd be like, hey, bro, hey. I used to be all crazy when I played Madden, dude. Hey, man, you ain't trying to do that, bro. Don't be tripping. Dude, I used to piss people off so much. Oh man, it was fantastic. Like, I used to be hardcore mad. That's when I had one of those dumb usernames. It was "Don't be tripping."
At
X
least
big
you're out of that
X
phase.
small X underscore DNT tripping and all spelled wrong. Nothing spelled right.
He went from the Madden days to the Xenoblade days. Like, what a glow up! He's like, yeah, dude, I'm Madden. Now he's all like, what up, weebs? It's time for Xenoblade.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. That's called experience. That's called experience.
That's called it's called Fire Emblem. Really did change your life.
Well, it did. You
It
can't
did.
really learn many life lessons in Madden. All you learn is that you're not as rich as these people.
Yeah.
That's all you learn in Madden. Although, maybe it taught me how to play football a little bit better, but I was a running back, so it was like, not really. But it taught me about defensive schemes a little bit better. That's about it. Like offensive and defensive schemes a little bit better, but not much. There's not much I learned from it. But yeah, that's pretty much. You're not as rich as these guys. You're playing as these other guys, hoping that you'll be them, but you really don't learn anything from that.
One day.
One day. They make a Xenoblade. People talk about Xenoblade football game. They don't need to make a Xenoblade football game. What are you guys talking about?
Oh God.
I know.
No, they make a Xenoblade Quidditch game.
Dude, bruh. No.
Day one.
No. You guys. What you guys need to do is watch my video. Everything we know about Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Everything we know. You guys need to all watch that video. It's a good video. It did not take me a long time to make either, so I'm happy about that. But it's a good video. But I did do some research though. I had to research the names of the three houses part. Those people. I needed to research their names because I forgot. So yeah, watch my video. Everything Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Everything we know, because it's everything that we know about Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Anyway,
Everything.
Also, watch my video. New Nintendo Switch model rumored for the second half. Watch that video too while you're at it. Watch that.
Boom. Watch it. Check it out. Peep it.
Anyway,
Don't be tripping.
he said, what video? Don't be tripping. What video? You're a streamer. We'll do when Smash comes out. I'll be having dedicated videos, but boy, we streaming, bruh. We streaming when Smash comes out. We streaming. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to what's the next topic? I think we're Q&A.
Yeah, Q&A is the next topic.
Yeah, Q&A. Let's do it. Or Retropalooza. Talk about Retropalooza. How was it, man?
Oh, it was good.
Did you meet Arlo?
I did meet Arlo.
Does he look like, do they look the same in real life, him and the puppet?
No, but it was a pretty interesting experience to see how he took pictures with like his fans. Like he would like go under the puppet, so like the puppet would be in the picture because he wasn't trying to be online there. His face got leaked around because obviously it's his convention.
I saw him.
But nah, he's a nice dude. Just chill. I think that puppet's attached to him. My friend got a really funny picture of the backside of him when he was standing somewhere because when he holds Arlo when he's not like in character, he like holds like the head above his arm, so it looked like he was choking Arlo out and he's like dying. And I was like, we're captioning it like, "Yo, this guy just killed Arlo." Like,
how tall is Arlo actually? Is he alright? Is he short?
He's about my height. I wouldn't say he's maybe a little shorter, maybe a little taller. I'm actually, it wasn't much different. Like he was around
5'10", 5'11" type guy.
Yeah, between around there. So he's average.
It's always interesting to see when you actually see somebody.
I would not have pictured him to look like that. I'm just saying, like I wasn't expecting, I wasn't expecting anything. I was just expecting a real life puppet,
or even heights. Like you don't expect somebody to be as tall as they are or as short as. Like I remember, I don't know if you know the guy that used to run Screw Attack, Craig Skitsimo.
Yeah, I saw him this weekend.
He's super tall. You know, like he's
tall.
like super tall. You know,
he's a giant, man.
Yeah, he's a tall dude. And then like if you see Attica, Attica is really tall. But I mean,
his afro adds height.
Yeah, his afro. He's like
sorry, his high top fade. Excuse me.
His high top fade. He's like almost 7 foot, man. With that high top,
dude.
My boy's like pushing 6'10".
Dude, he looks down to talk to everyone. He hunches over to talk to everybody.
Yeah. But he's like 6'6" without the afro. He's 6'6", and then with the afro, the dude's like 6'6", definitely at least 6'10" with the afro. 6'6".
Some say he grows an inch every year.
Some say
that's the myth.
Attica's 6. He's 6'6". I think that's what I heard him. He said that he's 6'6". So yeah, dude's tall. I said, why aren't you in the NBA? That's the first question that I said when I heard that. I was like, why aren't you?
Because he doesn't know that ball is life.
If I was 6'6", I would definitely be in the NBA. Like there would be no questions at all.
I mean, if I could make that money, even if I'm like an average to bad player, I'll still make some money.
Oh, if I was 6'6", I'd be in the NBA. Hands, there would be no question. I would be in the NBA. If I was 6'6", I would be in the NBA. I'd be
6'6".
I would easily be there. I'd be freaking Dennis Rodman Jr. That's how I played basketball. It was like Dennis Rodman Jr. I'd be
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman Jr. I'd be a 3. I'd be grabbing at least 16 boards a game, probably scoring about maybe 7 or 8 points, getting about maybe 5 or 6 assists, a couple blocks a night. They pay me like $15 million a year. That's what I swear. I'm telling you. If I was 6'6", that's what it would have been. But I'm not. I'm 5'8", 5'9".
I mean, hey man, live the dream.
Live the dream. No, but I have no excuses because there's so many short guys in the NFL, and I'm not in the NFL, so I actually have no excuses. I'm joking. With the NFL, with the NBA, I'm not joking. I would have actually done that, but with the NFL, I have no excuses there. I just couldn't make it. There's no excuses. Sometimes I try to blame my height, but then I see all the guys that are in the NFL that are like 5'6", 5'5", 5'7", 5'8". I'm like, okay, I have no excuse. There's actually a lot of short guys in the NFL. So anyway, Retro Palooza was fun, right?
Yeah, it was good. It's all good people. Got some time to relax, figure out my own stuff content-wise, and just have good discussions.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to make sure you Jordan, also link your channel too if you can, man. We're chilling here.
We're chilling.
You guys got to Jordan. I said this on Twitter, but Jordan is much more than a Spyro guy. A lot of people go to Jordan for Spyro, right? But Spyro is not everything. Spyro's there, but Jordan is a lot more than Spyro. I mean, obviously, you guys see what he's doing on the podcast here, right? Like, you see personality, even when he's sick. It's actually still pretty freaking entertaining, in my opinion, even when he's sick. You know, personality's there. He's going to get back to streaming, right? Like, in a bit. I know you're going to...
Yeah. I'll figure out my streams coming up, but content will resume shortly. Better, bigger than ever for my Nerdstalgic show.
But I mean, just even you streaming, when I was watching your Dead Space, that was good.
Thanks. I mean, they were just kind of like, I'm up at 4 a.m. playing Dead Space anyway. Might as well stream it. So, but they'll be bigger and better because I'll be streaming Spyro when that comes out, and I'll be streaming a bunch of random stuff. I'll probably stream a lot of Borderlands, honestly, because I like playing Borderlands.
What do you have Borderlands on?
I have it on literally everything.
Let's say if you want to invite me, like for Xbox, I have it on Xbox One.
I don't have it on Xbox One. That's funny enough.
I can get it. You have it on PS4?
I have it on PS4.
You have it on PC?
Yep.
We could do PC.
I have it on literally everything but the Xbox One. I mean, honestly enough, that's funny.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
I'm down forever.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like if you just like randomly,
pay the ropes.
Yeah. Just shoot me a message or something or whatever. Or I'll just see that you're streaming. I'll be, hey, I'll just see if I can join. Anyway, so let's get into this Q&A. We're gonna have Q&A, and then I'm gonna go watch some football.
Let's get some Q&A, Pete.
You guys all subscribe to Jordan, please. Also subscribe. Like I said, he has a great channel. Mandy. Incredible Mandy. I forcibly made him join the podcast because I saw how awesome he was on the Spawncast. And I was like, I got to get this guy on my podcast.
And look at us now, 24 episodes in, baby, and we're killing it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Still not 100 likes on this yet. What's wrong?
Why is there not 100 likes?
Guys,
this is the best podcast in the world, and there's not 100 likes.
Name a better podcast on a Thursday. I'll wait.
I was about to say Spawncast, but like that's on Saturday.
Shit, that's why I exclusively said.
I was just about to say, well, the Spawncast might be a little bit better. That's because there's hardcore like really hardcore people in the Spawncast. That's when it's big.
It's just because it's a big roster of big people.
Yeah, man.
So it pulls in.
Me being the biggest, of course, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, just making sure.
Totally, yeah, absolutely. You're the reason that the Spawncast succeeds. You are the.
That's why
you're the poster child for it. When they say Spawncast, you're the OJ. You're
everybody there has like 5 million subscribers, and I don't. See, that's how quality I am. Not only do you get your token brother on there, but then you also get a lot of personality as well.
They had to fill the quota. They're like, okay, we got to have one black guy here
because it brings the other brothers there. Come on, let's just be real.
But then I'm gonna start calling them out. Hey, where's the Asians? Hey, where's the female? Where's the honestly?
No, hold up. He brings in the females. John brings in the. I mean,
sometimes I've seen Yellow Kazoo on there.
But no,
what?
The beautiful Miss Click. Miss Click.
Oh, is Miss Click on there?
Yes.
Rax the Great, another great female YouTuber. Just kidding. I think Rax may still be watching. That's all it is. I'm saying that. Shout out to Rax. Rax is the homie. Love Rax.
That was just that low.
That was that low. Little gut punch.
I mean,
Shout out to Rax
Oh.
though. Honestly, that's the homie.
Oh, I gotta show you guys something real quick before we get into.
Is it a? Oh, see,
gotta show
Rax
you-
is in the chat. You are what you eat, right?
Oh, that was.
I mean, sometimes.
Never mind, I can't show that.
OJ was grinning hard about misclick.
How was I grinning hard?
You grinning hard? Ooh, someone got a little crush.
No, Miss Click's a good friend.
Mm.
She's like little sister.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I see.
Yeah. No, she's awesome though.
Uh-huh.
Everybody stop trying to act like there's nothing going on. She's married.
Listen, as someone who's actually for once drinking tea because of their throat, time to spill the tea, sister.
There's no tea to be spilt, my boy. You know,
I will spill this tea.
Listen, man. I'm single. I'm gonna have an arranged marriage in Nigeria. So, man, I'm taking.
I mean, hey, man.
I'm just having a little bit of Tinder fun in the meantime.
Get yourself a queen.
I'm having.
Ain't no one stopping
marriage.
you.
I'm not dealing with American women anymore like that. Like I ain't married to no nah, bro.
American woman.
Stay away from me.
Oh, the song makes sense now.
Heck yeah. You go back, yeah. It makes sense now. It didn't make sense back then. I was like, what are you talking about? There's a lot of cute girls in my class. What's this guy talking about?
What are you talking about? I mean, there was Stacy, there was Jessica, there was Sarah.
That's pretty much what I thought. I was like, this song makes no sense. And then I got older and I'm like, oh, this is exactly what this song meant. Oh my gosh, dude. Good stuff, man.
Wow.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into some questions here.
Where are these questions at, peeps?
Yeah, man. Where are these questions at? Hashtag player essence, hashtag or at player essence, hashtag player essence. Ask a question. We'll answer it for 4 minutes and a half. Unless you shill essence, and I'll answer your question right away.
Ooh, I get what Rex means by that comment. I got you, Rex. I understand you.
What
No
did
problem.
Rex say?
Don't worry about it. It's a little PG-13, a little risque for the stream, but you know that's Rex.
Okay, yeah, that is Rex.
Can
Oh, okay.
Jordan come on the podcast? I've been on 3 times, and I probably never get invited again unless some spiral happens.
Well, Spiral's gonna be happening soon, so
Yeah, but like, at the one it's gonna come out, and what do they want to do? Hey, what are your thoughts on it? It was good, okay, and then everyone's gonna talk for 2 hours, and then I'm not gonna be part of the conversation because, like,
does that matter? At the end of the day, all that matters is that you made it to the next day. It's not about you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. Sorry, had to pull out the
that's all good.
The Friday quotes here. That's my favorite part, though. It's true. Great.
My favorite part of Friday is you got knocked up. Sorry.
Oh my god, that's a good part.
It's Friday. You ain't got a job.
You ain't got to do. Can Jordan come on the Spawncast? Okay, well, this is not the Spawncast. We don't know.
Why don't you just don't harass John? That'll make me look worse.
Rax, calm down, my boy. In the chat, Deadlock
Rax
7 says player since that Xeon Racing looks good. That's good for Xeon Racing. Cody L says, what's your favorite NFL team? The stupid 49ers. Let's see here. K19 says, you should go to Retropalooza. Maybe one of these days.
I like how he's saying that, but he didn't even go.
Well, is he a content creator like that?
But like even as I mean, he creates content, but like he didn't. Like he's saying, you should go to Retropalooza, but he wasn't at this Retropalooza.
You should go there, and I by the way, I won't.
Hey,
be
you
there.
go. You should go there, but I'm not. I'm not going. But you should totally go.
It's like people say, "Oh, you should buy this game. Did you buy it?" Nah, not really, but you should buy it.
I want you to buy it to let me know if I should buy it.
Shout outs to K19, dude. Maze Kid says, Parsons, what do you think about PlayStation possibly getting name change soon? I came across the article. Didn't we talk about this? I think we kind of made fun. I think we made fun of it the whole time instead of actually
20 minutes. You'll have our whole real thoughts on it about. I don't know. Like I don't even understand. It's gets rid of the stupid names. That's the good part. That's what I take out of it. So if your name is Earmuffs XX big boobies 49, 69, 822, sniped ya, killed ya, don't be tripping XX, then
Look,
you
man.
gotta go.
Look, man.
Change that.
It was a good idea at the time. All right. It
We
was a
all
good
think
idea
it
at
was
the
a
time. All
good
right, hold
idea.
up. Shill Essence right here. We got a donation.
Ooh.
Shill Essence.
Zima Duvant.
Zemma Dufont. $2 says, would you consider PSO on Switch open world? I don't think so. I don't know what it is though. To be honest, it kind of is. It's an MMO, isn't it? So I mean, like, I guess, but I don't know.
PSO. Pikmin. Is that Pikmin?
Fantasy Star Online, Fringe.
Oh, that game that I never played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fantasy Star Online.
Let me call up Johnny Millennium. He'll let me know about it. He's the Fantasy Star guy.
We just made. I mean, yeah, maybe. Dude. I don't know, Zemma. We'll have to wait and see if it ever. I don't know if they'll ever localize it, but it's It's like you can. It's like in Japanese. Buck Bumple Essence says, since I'm tired of my school. Second time this week that someone has put the internet has put on the internet they are doing an act. What?
What?
That they are second time this week that someone has put on the internet they are doing an act. I don't know what that means, but just get through school. Trust me, it ends at some point, and then you become a real adult, and then you wish that you went back to school, or that you were back in the day. It's the cycle of life till you die.
School always sucks. Thoughts on the new Assassin's Creed? I'm liking it. It's good. The load times are absolutely atrocious and disgustingly bad. But I'm going to work on a video for Nostalgic talking about the evolution of Assassin's Creed. It's kind of going to be a review of the new game, but it's going to be like the necessary like changes, like fixing a stale format, because with Origins last year and this game here, they're completely different and do things completely different from all the past Assassin's Creed games, and I want to do a deep dive on that.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's good. Digging it. It's fun. Cool setting. But it's just fix some load times, please.
Yeah. Oh, I got you, Buck Bumple.
And it officially comes out tomorrow. I had the 3-day early version.
Was that like a season pass type of thing, or what was it?
I got the collector. I always get I have statues up here of all the Assassins. Let me see if I can show. I have all the Assassin's Creed statues up here. So if you got the collector's edition, you get it 3 days early.
That's a good incentive to get people because I bought the collector's edition for Xenoblade Chronicles and I got nothing outside of the stuff that's in there. But it's like if they let you play the game early, that's cool.
Yeah, you get the full game 3 days. I think if you get the gold edition as well, like which is the $100 edition with the steel book that has the season pass, you get it 3 days early. But I'm not too sure about that. I just know that I got my game early and I'm enjoying it. So,
let's see here. Questions. Have you ever thought about adding Doc Trey or Obi to the podcast? No, I've never thought about it. Obi does his own thing. Guest, maybe, yeah. Having a Doc Trey as a guest, yeah, I thought about that. Having Obi as a guest, yeah, I thought about that. But as like a regular, nah. I don't like to bug other people, to be honest. I literally dragged Jordan into this because I needed help.
And I got nothing better to do on a Thursday night. This is dope.
A lot of guys are working and stuff, so I'm not trying to be honest, I'm not trying to like bug people like that. All right, some more Shill Essence. We're gonna skip some questions to go straight to this donation. But you know what? I'd even shill for more if you guys actually use Streamlabs. I'd shill super hard for that.
Yeah, super shill time.
Super shill time. Birds Angle Visuals says, Essence and Jordan, do you think Nintendo will fix the infamous dock wobble problem with the new Switch?
What's the dock wobble? Was that the
basically the dock like when you put the Switch in the dock, there's a little bit of space, so it like moves a little bit, but I think that's by design, so it doesn't scratch your system. But people have talked about it scratching your system anyway. But I think
I've never had a scratch and my console's never bent.
That was a big thing though at the launch of the Switch. Like it was like, oh, it's or not even a little bit at the launch or something like that. Oh, my Switch got.
It was throughout the first year, yeah.
Yeah, like my Switch was gotten. I think there's a dock wobble, so it doesn't touch, so it doesn't rub and create like a stress mark or anything like that. So I think that was intentional. So no, I don't think, especially with the whole thing saying that they're gonna make this new Switch is going to be thinner. So if it was thinner, there'd even be a little bit more of a dock wobble potentially.
Yeah, super Doc Wobbs.
Super, we wobbling like ices over here. We wobbling like chew that. Like
Yeah, we
wobbling.
wobbling, but don't be tripping.
Oh God, that was horrible. I hate you. It's horrible. I don't like it.
Yeah, you gotta live with your past mistakes, my friend.
Yeah, I do. I gotta live with that. I
Like
was actually
inviting me on the podcast.
I was one of the highest ranked Madden players on there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I was in the top 100.
you're legit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was, dude. I was hardcore into Madden, dude. I went to the Madden Challenge one year too.
Were you number one at Skate 3? MLG?
Yeah, you were number one in skate, weren't you?
Number Skate 3, man.
Oh man,
I love the skate games. Can we EA make it right? Give me Skate 4. Make it right.
Yeah,
You know what to do.
yeah, man. I was top. Madden on the PS2 is way too hard to be number one because if you were number one, you had to literally play the game all day, every day, and like beat everybody by like 100 points. Like
You had time.
I didn't. I was a high school football player.
Yeah, but football is life, so you should be playing football and then going home and playing football.
I was, but then there's also school. Like the guy who was number one was
Uh,
obviously like no. If you want to
When
be
you're
number
a football player, they'll let you slide on grades. Like the teacher, be like, "Oh, you're the star of the school. We'll give you an A. It's okay." You know,
that's
just
not
you're the
how.
cool kid."
No. They'll let you slide. Here's what they let you slide on. What they
I
let,
watch
let
teen dramas. I see it.
No, you're right that they let you slide on things, but grades wasn't a thing that they let you slide on. What it was, for at least in my school, sometimes grades, what it was that they let you make up things. So like, let's say you did bad on something and you needed to really make, like they'll give you chances to make up things. Now you still have to pass whatever they give you, but it wasn't like, oh, you got an F on this. Okay, well, we'll make it like a C. Like they never did that. It was like, okay, you got an F. We'll give you a second opportunity to get a C or get to get.
Man,
And
you
like,
got tripped.
the ceiling was a C though. They wouldn't give you anything above a C. And also here's another thing that they did. Like I said, I used to be I was like a kingpin for gambling, like flipping dollars in high school, and like I would loan people money and they'd have to bring me back like double or whatever the case was whenever they won stuff. And like they found out all of that. I got in trouble. I've talked about this many times on PE Live.
You were a loan shark in it.
Pretty much. I was
Jesus, man.
I got caught. Okay, we all got caught and everything. And I was supposed to be suspended from Wednesday to Friday. Football games were on Friday where I live, And when you're suspended, you're automatically disqualified from participating, right? But they shortened my suspension to Thursday, whereas everybody else that got caught with me, which none of them were football players, they were all just like kids. Some of them were basketball players. Some of them were just like a bunch of just random type of people, a couple tennis players, just like a random assortment of people, just people that didn't do anything. I talked to everybody everybody knew me when I was in high school. I talked to a lot of the people that weren't in sports just because, because I actually didn't like a lot of the football players for the most part. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So I met a lot of people doing just that type of stuff. So everybody else got suspended from Wednesday through Friday. I got suspended Wednesday through Thursday. So
2 day suspension.
They at first it was the Friday, and then there was a couple calls. All of a sudden I was at home. They were like, "Hey OJ, make sure you come to school on Friday." I was like, "I'm suspended." They're like, "Just come to school on Friday," and I was like, "Okay." And then literally like nothing else was said. I was just, but they told me my suspension was Wednesday through Friday. So I was like, okay, well I get the week off. I ain't playing football this week. I mean, we weren't playing anybody. We were playing like an okay team. I think my team could have beat them without me, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the weekend off. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna, just gonna play some video games. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about football this week. All of a sudden they're like, come to school. I was like, okay, that's what they'll do. That's what they did for me at least.
Right?
It was like stuff like that. So I don't even know how we got on this topic. Anyway,
Loan shark essence.
Doc wobbling essence. Did you play with the 49ers on Madden? Hell no. 49ers were garbage back then when I was 49ers were trash. Alex Smith, dude, the quarterback, that's when they had like the vision cone. Y'all remember the vision cone? Like where it was like the QB vision cone and like you had to like look off safeties and stuff. Like it was like this vision thing that they had. And like Peyton Manning's was like the whole freaking field. Tom Brady's was the whole field. Alex Smith had this like pencil line, man. He had like this the tiniest pencil line for vision. It was horrible. Heck no, I used the Colts, dude. I was Peyton Manning. I used the Colts back then, dude. And I used the Redskins. But that was before the vision cone. I used the Redskins because they had LeVar Arrington, dude. They had a lot of good players. So and Clinton Portis.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James, dude. They had two good quarterbacks too. So if your quarterback got hurt, they had Patrick Ramsey and they had Mark Brunell. So if one of them got hurt, you had a good backup. So I used the Redskins, and then Madden '06, I used the.
That's when stuff changed.
That's when the vision cone, dude. People were so pissed at the vision cone. Like, people were so mad because it made their quarterbacks trash, dude. Like, if you're like, like, because the vision cone, man, like, you had to like lick off safeties and stuff like that. So people got all butthurt about that, you know. Anyway, let's see here. Any other questions? EA made Skate 4. You know what to do. Microtransactions.
Yep, it'll happen, but I still want the game.
Yeah, man.
I'll look past it, honestly. I just want to. I'll probably spend money on it. I don't spend money on games. I'd spend money on that.
Moe says, Precious, did you see the video Dreamcast guy put out about Pairing Square trying to get Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Switch? Thoughts? I mean, yeah.
You see, they're using this really powerful engine similar to the Final Fantasy 15, so we're probably going to get Kingdom Hearts 3 Pocket Edition.
No, Kingdom Hearts uses Unreal Engine 4.
I'm making a joke.
Oh.
We're going to get Pocket Edition.
Yeah, Pocket Edition.
Pocket Edition everything on the
Kingdom
Switch.
Hearts Pocket Edition?
I want Animal Crossing Pocket Edition 2.0.
I mean, yeah, of course Square Enix is trying to get their games on Switch. Their Switch is a runaway success. It's selling 40,000 units plus in Japan a week. Yokai Watch and Pokemon and Smash Brothers are coming out. It's going to sell like crazy. PlayStation 4 gets games like crazy in Japan, and like nobody buys the system. It sells great in the rest of the world, Europe, US. It sells great, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many sales in Japan, and like, yes, Japanese users buy Square Enix games. Like, you know, think of how many more units they would have sold if Dragon Quest came out day and date with the PS4 version, you know? Like on Switch. Like, think how much more. Oh, snap! We've got, what is this? We've got a Toby Blaster? We've got a podcast Toby Blaster.
Where?
You can't see it. It's just a bunch of text. But shout outs to David Drayton. Once again, one of the sharpest men in Player Essence. He's definitely one of the sharpest men in Player Essence. Double D. $20 donation. Says, yo, Coach Essence. Oh, man, everyone's going to start calling me that now. Yo, Coach Essence, what are some you guys' favorite Switch launch moments? Mine were the videos of people not knowing how to properly attach the Joy-Cons and they'd get stuck. Jordan, bro, you got to do a comedy. You kill me with these one-liners. Hashtag Pizza Fund.
I got to do a comedy?
Yeah, man.
Hey, watch my channel. Maybe you'll laugh. I got Nerdstalgics that I try to be funny in.
Yeah, those are funny.
But when I start live and streaming again, maybe I'll have my own podcast on there on Thursday night, same time as this podcast featuring OJ.
I'm trying to figure out.
But really, it's just me restreaming this and he doesn't know. How messed up would that be?
I wouldn't care too much, but I mean,
it'd be pretty. Come on, you'd laugh. It'd be so stupid. It'd be so hilarious. But I'll pretend like I'm like it's my show, like the Jordan Fringe podcast. It has like and everything.
Yeah, man. Some of my favorite. Yeah, you know what the funny thing? Double D. It was the. I had to make a tutorial. Check out my video, guys. I know that some of you guys might have not watched me back then, but it was so bad.
Did you make a tutorial?
I made a tutorial on how to like connect Joy-Cons and how to not scratch your Switch. I mean, I literally made a freaking tutorial because I think I saw a video from Review Tech where he was having. He was like, I can't get this. Oh, like he was like,
dude, I was laughing. I was like some of my friends too.
No shots to Review Tech. I just want to make sure I put that up.
No, and I want to say this. No shots to him as well, but like. A lot of my friends had the problem too, where they messed up putting on their Joy-Cons, and I'm sitting here as like, are all y'all like dumb? Like, I felt it was pretty easy to not mess it up, but like, shout out to all the people who messed up because it was kind of funny. Low key having a good time. It's like you and the people who play Quidditch in real life make my day.
Yeah, that was also one of my favorite moments. Was me making a tutorial how to not scratch your Switch. Also, I think what else was one of my favorite moments? I don't know. I think Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, like the people that tried to downplay how good the game was or stuff like that. Like that was some of my favorite moments. The people who were wrong about the sales of the Switch, like when the sales came out. People who made bets to do crazy stuff if Switch sold like 10 million in the first year, because like people that were like Switch, they're like, no way in heck Switch is gonna sell 10 million in 1 year. Then like Switch sold that by like the end of like by December Switch sold that, and they're like just stuff like that. I
think the direct for E3 that year after the Switch came out, it was like a major highlight. Like they were like, we're coming in swinging. and the first trailer for Super Mario Odyssey was incredible. So like there was just moments like that, like we're not joking this time. We're hitting it hard year one, to say like, listen, we know we had problems with the Wii U, but we're sorry and we're doing better. And yeah, that's was my favorite moments.
Yeah, man.
My Zelda would have been a favorite moment, but it wouldn't have been at launch because I barely played it at launch and I didn't really get into it. But then like 2-3 months later, I just started picking it back up and playing it, and then I beat through the whole game and loved it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So Double D, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Make sure you check out Jordan's channel if you're not already subscribed. I think he linked it again, so make sure you guys check that out.
Someone asked me what my channel was, so I just put it in there.
Yeah, definitely link it so people can check it out.
Chill boys.
Hey, man. Hey, bro. Like,
if you ain't chilling, you ain't chilling.
If you if you ain't chilling, you ain't trying on YouTube.
If you ain't chilling, your pockets ain't be filling. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube's pockets be filling more like
YouTube's pockets filling. Mine ain't filling.
You gotta shill essence at times, man. You gotta shill essence at times, dude.
So, I want to make that my own shirt and sell it. It's called Shill Essence.
I think I might just do that too, man.
I'll beat you. I'll get my artist on it right now. Text her.
Man.
Make the shirt.
Man.
Just kidding.
Man.
I'm not petty.
I got pizza fun, so I'm good. Thank you, David.
You got pizza fun? Oh, dude, pizza sounds so good right now that you mentioned it.
I had too much pizza though the week before, so I'm not having pizza this week.
I haven't had pizza in a while.
Yeah.
Screw it. I'm going to get pizza. I can't. I'm too sick to leave. And I'll order it maybe.
Order a pizza from. Where do you order pizza from?
I don't know. It's like a lot of them don't deliver to where I am, which is weird. Like they're like I'm like right out of the zone, so I always usually have to go pick up.
Oh,
but I don't have like any like top tier good stuff. It's like the Papa John's is the furthest away. The closest is Pizza Hut, then Domino's. Like, but I like when I want pizza now. Like I want like a satisfied pizza. Like there's a place not far in like the downtown area I live in that has a really good slice of pizza. But then I have to go downtown and park downtown and get it.
Downtown's garbo, man.
Yeah, I mean, we just have like a little small strip that we call downtown.
Is there like parking though? Like, is it not like? Is it like?
There's like one parking garage on one part of it, but it's expensive. And then if you want to park at the park for free, there's very limited spots, and you're gonna have to walk at least like 4 long blocks to get to the main road. I don't know. Downtown's cool, but it depends on when you go. And they always do this thing like every first weekend of every month. Like, I'm not going to go this weekend to downtown because they have First Saturday where it's like downtown's even more crowded and like they usually shut down half the roads. It's like almost like a mini parade every month. And I'm like, just stop. Like, you guys are having way too much fun. It's Saturday. Relax.
Shout outs to Mr. Snappy Paws, who's crazy, by the way. Jordan, the other day, Mr. Snappy Paws, he came on my podcast, dude, or he came on my live stream, and he donated He donated well more than $100.
Mr. Snappy Paws, why don't you subscribe to me?
Yeah, purposefully on Super Chat.
Say, you know what? I'm not as angry about it. Money's still money at the end.
That's what I said. I was like, bro, you good, man? I'm good. You know, that's cool. I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate your support, homie. I really do. It came up like
super chat me anytime, bro.
It came up like purple or whatever. I was like, yo, this is hype,
You're
man.
seeing colors you've never seen before.
Yeah, man. So shout outs to Mr. Snappy Paws. And he says, I think he was talking about like the whole YouTube thing. He's like, yes, they are. Fill in, which is like YouTube. So he's just kind of doing. Mr. Snappy Paws is funny, man. I also want to answer his question too, Shill Boys. Let's go ahead and answer his question. He donated $4 total so far. He says never. Let me answer this question. He says, player, since let's say Nintendo decides to improve hardware like the Xbox One S, what kind of power do you expect? Well, the Xbox One S wasn't a huge upgrade over the original Xbox. It was just a slight upgrade.
Yeah, just got 4K and it was small.
A little bit stronger CPU. Like frame rates. Frame rates are a little bit better on the Xbox One S.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Like
not a lot.
Not a lot. No. Definitely not like anything crazy. But it's definitely Xbox One S is a little bit stronger. It runs things now. Resolution, no, there's not any differences. But like CPU, like frame rates, yeah, definitely a little bit cleaner with the frame rates on certain games and stuff. But nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
It reminds me of like a new Nintendo 3DS type of thing. Like the regular Xbox One to the Xbox One S reminds me of a 3DS to new Nintendo 3DS. You know, slight upgrade.
Then there's the XL. Like the X,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Xbox One X
Oh,
is the
Xbox.
XL.
Yeah, XL. Although
Even though it's still smaller.
it's like smaller.
It's still small,
Yeah.
but it's still like the premium. It's like this one's
yeah.
better,
Yeah,
bigger.
I've got that thing right here. It's dusty as hell, but I've got it right here. I like it though.
You should see my Xbox One. It's a black Xbox One. I swear, if I don't like, I looked at it the other day. I was moving stuff around. Was pure like gray. I was like, this has a coating of dust the likes I've never seen before.
Oh man, but that's okay,
R.I.P.
man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Sometimes
R.I.P.
things get a little dusty. Sometimes things get a little dusty. It's okay. Dollars in your pockets. Shout outs. Let me see if there's. I'll answer another question or two. Like I really got to get to watching football here, guys. So I'll answer another question or so. Favorite.
Make it count.
We're not talking about Naruto. Like we'll talk about Naruto and stuff on the PE lives. We'll talk about that on the PE. Our PE across Nintendo, not on here. They're talking like 20 was on the media. I already reported on. I already know where the World with You landed in terms of sales. But I don't think there's any more real questions. People are just kind of trolling right now. So. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this one, guys. Hour and a half podcast. I think that was pretty good. I think it's good. It's good to rewatch them as well. All right, guys. So we've got some Jordan. Go ahead and link your channel again and let them know where they can find you as well.
You can find me on my YouTube. You can find me on my Twitter at JordanFringe94. I update there a lot. My Instagram, I actually post a lot more, and I try to use Instagram a lot more. Same thing, JordanFringe94. You can find everything else that I'm on through those. So I'm not going to plug everything, obviously. But I'm coming back. I'm taking a little hiatus from YouTube the last week and a half, and probably not until next week is when I'm coming back. So appreciate all the support. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I was traveling, and now I'm sick. But I still had to be here, hold it down. Can't let OJ. Because if I don't come here, OJ's going to be like, well, it's just not worth it. I'm not going to do it. Whatever.
I did it last week.
Yeah, but reluctantly.
It was horrible, though. It was a horrible show. It was pretty trash.
It's all my fault.
It was pretty trash, to be honest.
Well, no more trash. No, I mean, it's always going to be trash. I'm here, so thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out, bros.
Yeah, and you guys know where to find me. Hit the links in the description. I gotta start adding Jordan's stuff to the description. Hit the more button. I know, I'm horrible. Hit the more button. You? Check out my my YouTubers, my Twitters, my Facebookers.
Adam on PSN XX_. Don't be tripping.
Don't be tripping. Add me. That's not my name on PSN. I don't know. I am gonna start Horizon Zero Dawn complete. I opened it and I put it in my PlayStation 4.
I've put 6 hours into it.
Let's
the other
go.
Week.
No, let's.
Good.
I don't care what you did. It's all about me. Finally,
all
after
right.
a year, I did it.
Play it.
I will.
It's good.
Yeah, play it. Good. You got 6 hours, buddy.
Yeah, and then I had other games come out, and the Spider-Man came out. And I was like, "Well,
so good you stopped playing. It's so good you stopped playing it."
That Spider-Man came out and was more entertaining at the time.
It's so good you stopped playing it.
Now when I had free time, Assassin's Creed came out, and I was like, "Well, you know what?
It's so good you stopped playing it and never went back."
It's a solid game. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
No, I wouldn't put it that high. I feel like it's at a 9 right now, but it's solid. Great graphics, good story.
A lot of games aren't 10 out of 10 though.
No, I don't. I can never give anything a 10 out of 10 unless I'm being biased. I would say Spyro. Would it be a 10 out of 10 game? Legitimately, no. In my heart, me being biased, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10.
But that's what it's about, though. It's about the heart.
But I ain't biased. I give real facts.
No, but it's about the heart, though.
But I also don't give ratings. I just say, should you buy it? Should you wait for its deal, or should you skip it?
I give ratings, baby, and I give my own.
I don't give no ratings. Ratings
9.5. Xenoblade Chronicles 2: Torn to the Golden Country. 9.5.
You're one of the point boys. You give the points.
9.5, baby. I gave it. I docked it.
I gave it a 9.62 and a quarter.
9.5, baby. Too much.
9.17.5%.
I don't give anything outside. My new review scale is just 0.5s. No 0.2s and 0.3s.
Not IGN with their 7.4s.
7.8, 7.3.
I think the Super Mario Party got a 7.4.
They got 7.3, I think, dude.
Dude, Like what? What does that make a difference? Like I don't like what is that? It's like it's not a 7.5, but it's also not a 7. I'm like
somewhere in between.
Figure it out. Hey, IGN, figure it out.
Yeah, man.
Pick a number.
9.5, baby. 9.5 for Torn of the Golden Country. I docked it half a point. So check out my review. You haven't done it. I docked it half a point for the frame rate slowing down in some when there's a lot of enemies on screen. Outside of that, it's really outside of that, it's perfect.
Too much frame rate.
Too much. Sometimes a little bit of frame rate drops here and there, like when there's a lot of enemies on screen. But it's the perfect RPG for a grown man. Like if you've got things that you got to do, you know, if you can't dedicate 5 million hours to an RPG, Torn of the Golden Country is your RPG. It is your RPG. It's so good.
Boom.
Go out there.
There you go.
Standalone, baby. You don't need to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You don't need to play it. Just go pick up Torn.
Play
it. Good. It's good. 9.5, baby. Let's go.
9.72 and a half.
Yeah. Too much water.
Numbers that don't make sense.
Too much water. Anyway, where's Philip at, man? Is he coming back anytime soon?
Yo, shout out to Philip. Where you at?
Where you go? My man's Waldo right now. He's the biggest Waldo book ever. You can't find this.
My man, what you plagiarizing today, boy? Like, where you at? I want to know.
We want you back. Come on the PE podcast.
Come on, I have questions. You have answers.
No, we ain't answering none of those. We just welcome him back. Philip, we here at Player Essence, we like to give second chances, okay? Look, everybody's
we here
messed
at the
up.
PE podcast have a lot of questions, and I kind of want to get into the mind. I want to do an 8-part documentary series called The Mind of Philip Mewson, and I really wanted to get into see if you're a sociopath or if you're just
stop talking like Philip about that, man. Stop talking like him about that. Like, stop it. Stop talking.
No, I'm doing the Shane Dawson. I'm doing the Shane Dawson right now, dude. He's doing his Jake Paul documentary about sociopaths. I want to do my own. Yeah. We get Philip on here, we figure it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, he's getting 15, 16 million views an upload right now. I at least want 1,000, 10,000, 100 million. No, Shane Dawson on these docu-series on Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta interview guys like that. You know, gotta go what's going on in their mind. But I mean, I would think that Jake Paul is definitely a sociopath, but that's just my opinion. I don't know if it's narcissist.
I mean, watch the series. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Shane Dawson. Doesn't need the shout out, but shout out to him anyway.
Shout out to people that want to I'm all down for people that do documentaries. I love documentaries. You know.
I'm on a big documentary kick, quite honestly.
I love documentary. I'm a big fan of documentary. The Smash documentary is my favorite documentary. That one is freaking unbelievable. Go watch the Smash documentary. Even if you're not into competitive Smash, go watch it. It's freaking amazing, dude.
Did you watch the Brony documentary?
No, I ain't gonna go that far.
Dude, it's crazy. It was on Netflix, dude. I watched it like 2-3 years ago. It was actually a legit documentary. It was weird, but it was good.
I watched the Smosh movie and I wanted to rip my eyes out, I think.
The Smosh movie.
So that was the last time.
Yo, shout out to Fred. Where you at?
Hi, it's Fred. He's probably enjoying all his millions he made. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys, or wrap that up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the donations, Double D with the Toby Blaster. We don't usually get Toby Blasters on here, so thank you for the Toby Blaster. K19 Fringe Fam coming through with some dollars. Thank you guys, Zemadou Birds, Angle Visuals, Mr. Snappy. Appreciate the subscriptions as well. Got some new subscriptions, so thank you guys so much. Make sure you check out all the channels, all the Twitters, all the YouTubes, all that good stuff, and we will see you guys back tomorrow. We're gonna have more content. We're gonna have more live streams, Player Essence Cross Nintendo tomorrow, so look forward to that. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys for the next one. Peace.
Bye.